Yo, what up, podcast people? It's the one and only legend, the one aka Low, and we back with another episode of the Peer to Peer podcast. On my left, I have my co-host Agent Zero.
What's good with you?
Say what's up, bro. You good?
You can just say my. You know I'm gonna say what's up, right? You don't have to instruct me on that like I'm a child or something. I'm a podcast host. I got this shit.
My bad.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? Welcome to the podcast. You know we drop these every Monday and Thursday. It's the morning. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I'm kind of running on E right now. Very little sleep, doing all these A&P shoots and shit. But we're here.
Facts. Like you said, every Monday and Thursday. Shout out to all my people on Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, Apple, of course, word of mouth. Let me say the word of mouth people for a second. But also, you know, of course, on YouTube, give a shout out to all them people. We almost at 50K subscribers,
man.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, yo, I had a dream. I swear to God. You know how you forget your dream like 5 minutes after you wake up?
Yeah, sometimes.
I swear to God, I had a dream about our podcast being way bigger on Spotify than it was on other platforms. And I don't remember anything else about the dream except that for some fucking weird reason.
That's not how it works.
I know it's not. But in my head, I was like, man, I really fuck with the Spotify users, man. They're going crazy over at Spotify.
Okay, all right. So if you on Spotify, we in Agent's dream, we fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? But of course, shout out to the people out there on YouTube. Almost at 50K, road to 100K. We 6 months into the year, so we on pace, low key. That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
And so since I'm talking about my YouTube brethren out there, you know, of course we gotta give a huge shout out to the gang. But
got to.
This podcast right here, gotta give a huge shout out to the word of mouth people.
Oh, yes, sir.
Because they went crazy on Twitter, bro.
Wait, what did they do? Did I miss it? I saw some shit right when I was in the washroom right a moment ago.
Oh, no, I'm talking about what? Pink. Pretty Less Pink.
Oh. Nah, bro. Fucking that story's over.
No. I didn't tell them, you know, I'm in the DMs now. Oh. We chopping it up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The picture that she posted, over 1,000 likes. Y'all going crazy.
That might just... Yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah, that's all word of mouth people right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all word of mouth people right there. Because, hell, even my normal tweets don't get 1,000 likes like that. So to get somebody else's tweets to get to 1,000?
Maybe that tells you something, though. Maybe you should, you know, let go of this whole basketball informant thing and just become a full-time simper.
You see my name, right? On Twitter, right?
Yeah.
It's Legend of Simping.
That's it.
And now it's not even just simping. It's like simping in all caps. Like, so they know it's facts.
Word.
So yeah, shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy on the timeline for the past couple of days. And then last night, dropped a freestyle on the timeline.
I saw that and I was pissed because the only reason I didn't leak that bitch was because I didn't think you wanted people to see it, bro, and I didn't want to violate, so I just... Well,
that's not even the same thing that you've seen.
It is.
You've never seen that
You showed me that shit. I heard it. I fucking memorized your lines, man. I was rapping along there with you. I was in there just like that.
Stop.
I was like, man, I should expose him 6 months ago.
You good? Yo, what's up with you?
Yo, what's the fucked up part is I went into the replies and can I pull it up?
Yeah, you pull it up. Everybody was like 80% of y'all was fucking with it.
Yeah.
Kenny was like,
they were like,
ooh.
I was like, yo, Kenny, don't gas him up, bro. Don't gas him up.
Okay, all right.
Oh my cringe. Okay,
it's cringe.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Because it's you trying to be like, you not a rapper though.
Oh my,
you not a rapper,
God.
man.
You're
for real.
Such a hate.
I mean,
yo, I swear, Agent is my biggest hater. It doesn't make any sense.
How could you say something like that? How could you say something like that?
You a hater, bro.
When you go to the comments, look, I see you. Kenny says, I see you. This guy's very slow. He said face reveal.
Which is ridiculous.
Knew you had bars when you said your favorite rapper was Joe Budden. No, that's not my favorite rapper. All right. Well, if that's the case, my favorite rapper is Lupe Fiasco and A Boogie. I have melodies and lyricism. Oh shit, I'm about to be deadly. Are you crazy?
But
you know what's crazy?
Those are
back in the day. You played Madden 07.
Yeah,
that's actually how your My Career story went. You didn't, and there was actually no story. In the beginning, when you started up your career on Madden 07, you would choose your parents. You just have to choose randomly.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, I'd sit there for 30 minutes clicking random until I had Hall of Fame dad and like housewife or something like that. And that was like the waviest combo because then you'd be a 99 overall player.
Yeah.
So that's what this is like. That's what this is like right
Look,
now. So I'm gonna play.
But Joe Budden, he underground. Lupe, he was mainstream. So of course, there are a lot of people know Lupe.
Come on.
But if you really connected to Joe Budden like that, Joe Beasy?
Joe. So you mean tell me if I go pump it up? Everyone's not gonna be like,
but if that's the only song that you know, then that proves the point that he's making.
But Lupe only had like 4 hits, like Superstar, Kick Push, Battle Scars.
But even in those songs, people knew that he was actually spitting. Like Kick Push was not Kick Push was not Pump It Up. That was not a Pump It Up type of song.
But it wasn't no lyricism. It was just people just fuck with the vibe on that song. There wasn't nothing crazy to it. It was just a whole bunch of skateboarders that thought like, hey man, I need some music to play at the skate park. Let's just rock this one. And then he ran it back with Kick Push 2, which I deadass thought was better.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'll copyright the whole podcast just to listen to that song.
I'm about to copyright this. You play my shit.
This is about to be claimed by Low Enterprises or something like
Facts.
that.
Deep in the game, I pain heavy.
Wait, before oh my cringe! Why you got 2 angles, man? I can see this right now. Your mom, Omar, can you guys help me with this video I'm about to do?
No, that was you know what's so funny. All right, just to give a background, I got right off of work, and a friend of mine who actually helped me edit the flight video.
Yeah,
he's the one who edited.
Is it
that.
Robert?
Yeah, Robert. Yeah,
oh, okay. I just said that because I think you only have 1 friend, so I was like, that must be him.
No, my best friend. Not you though. No, not you. Not you.
Let me play this shit, man. Hold on, I got a text.
Make sure you turn that on, bro. I don't want to get picked up on the thing, bro. What's up with you? No.
Deep in the game, I pain heavy. Spend my last chain on them chains.
Man,
they ain't ready. Fuck them broke niggas. Ooh, they so petty. Find a nigga like me, shit. There ain't many. Really spend half a check on her ass. Guess what she tell me? I was busy. That's why she never text me. Let that deadbeat fuck shit wouldn't let me. Now she in her mama crib, pregnant, barely 20, but hey, baby, I move on. Try to say your ass like an out-of-date coupon, but what's the use? I feel sorry for the things that you've been through. Water under the bridge, but I'll be damned if I let it through. And it's a shame, because I've been on your ass since the 7th grade, when we had razor phones, only number that I own. Used to text you on the phone until we dozed off. Respect you, that's why I never let you take them clothes off. But hey.
What the fuck was that, man?
Bars!
I don't even want to continue.
No, where's
we live and learn, bridges burn, but I ain't concerned. Just hope the next time we meet, it's all on different terms. Ooh. Single mother trying to raise a kid on her own, and you just hope when you call that nigga, pick up the phone. But when he don't, you tear up and choke, cause when you need him the most, that's when he gone missing. But baby girl,
what you know about that though, bro?
Can you?
It's
literally almost over with.
Just listen, you gotta stay strong, boo. The little one needs someone to hold on to. Yeah.
Bars!
Yeah.
What y'all know about that?
God damn.
Bars!
God damn. Let me check this.
You don't know a fucking thing about that.
Yo.
Right?
Yo. Huh? Hey, yo. What? I know you was feeling yourself because you ended off like, yeah. You had to be in the zone to hit one of those, man.
Yo. Don't disrespect me, first of all. Second of all, as I like this downstairs recently, and I remember the premise of like the whole song that I wrote for that verse. So the premise is like just holding on. That's the premise of it. And so the one verse is me like saying like, oh, you did all this stuff, but you gotta stay strong.
It wasn't split with there was no hook. There was just one.
I know, but no, that was just me rapping.
That was just some.
That
was your throwaways.
Okay, all right. Teaser, a little something on the side. So that was that verse. And one verse was like a single mother telling her she gotta hold on because her little one gotta hold on to, and you gotta be strong. The second one was telling my mans that he should let go of the past and stuff like that. Like you can't hold on to the past.
Man, you talking about situations you never been in.
And then the third one was
you capping in your rap.
I'm not capping. All that shit. All that was facts. All of that was facts.
The tripod is right there.
Huh?
That's depressing.
The what?
The tripod is right there.
Oh, that is very depressing.
Okay, keep going.
Not only was it also then the third one was about a woman in an abusive relationship and how she doesn't need to hold on to the man in an abusive relationship.
I swear, look.
It was all,
and I mean this shit. For real?
Okay.
I could write better than you. And I swear to you, I'm not trolling. This is no hyperbole. For real, bro, I could outright you. Because if you think that shit right there was hard, Oh man,
that was tough.
And
That
I
was
know
tough.
it took you like 3 weeks to put that together.
No, it actually didn't. No, I vividly remember how quickly I was able to write that. Because here's also
Oh my God.
the chick that that I was I guess simping for when I bought the big teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that's about.
Are you guessing or do you know?
No, I know, I know that's exactly what that's about. Because she had she was living with her parents at the time, single mother. At that time, I had to be 21.
Oh my bad.
What's up with you? I'm not even 28 now. What's up with you? What's up with you?
Oh, I didn't. I didn't know. My bad.
Yo, you're bugging right now. You're bugging. But yeah, I think I was like 21. I was no older than 22. It was like 20 to 22 when I wrote that and recorded it. But I remember.
Yeah, bro. Have you
that
not aged?
Huh?
Have you not aged? Yeah. I'm gonna start saying that throughout the day. Like, let's be like, yo, agent, you want some ice cream today? Yeah.
Yo, I swear to God.
But like, I had like a speaker in my pocket so I could play a beat so that they could really feel me.
This is the reason why you don't know my life. I'm just telling you right now.
I walk around with music just in case I need to answer something with a yes.
So just like right now, I already know for a fact when I go downstairs and I ask you, like, yo, you want something on the grill? You'll be like,
yeah. No, I'm not feeling it though. Like it has to be like a
deep
an
question.
emotional like,
Yo,
like I'm not even really sure, but I guess.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Hey man,
but those are bars, and you don't know nothing about. I said water under the bridge, but I'll be damned if I let it. Oh my God.
I try writing some shit.
That's tough.
And I guarantee you it's gonna be better than what you wrote. And I'm gonna do it in
First of all, that was like 5-6 years ago. So I was mad young.
All right, so let's do a competition. Let's do a competition. No cap.
Agent.
We have to do our stand-up competition.
Agent.
We have to do now writing competition.
Agent.
You could probably out like rap me because my flow style. I'm saying I could write better than you though. I think I could write better than you. Here's what we'll do. We'll get like we'll both write some shit and give it to the same person. You know what I'm saying?
No, just a rap competition.
I didn't
So when you get done writing, you get on the mic and spit those motherfucking bars.
Actually, I'd be so down to do that. I'm not lying.
And
No
you're gonna
exaggeration.
and you're gonna lose.
Shake on it.
You're gonna lose that ass.
Don't outshake me, bitch. What the fuck is good with you? Yo,
I promise you, I can outshake you. I can handshake you.
Yeah, I swear to God. And I'm not, you guys think this is something trivial, but I enjoy handshakes so much. So give me your hand. When you guys are like in business meetings or whatever, right? Everyone's trying to out alpha the next person, right? So it's like sometimes you have to gauge what kind of person you about to shake their hand. If it's like you don't want to out grip the fuck out of a weak person because you're just gonna look like a fucking fool for no reason, right? Mm-hmm. So let me show you something. So we get, this is how you do it. You get deep hand. If I get my hand in deep like that, I already won. You'd have to be way stronger than me to win. Grip the shit, and now no matter how hard you grip, because I won positioning in the handshake, I'm gonna outshake you. I'll get more force in my grip. Just to let you know that I'm that guy. So I've been practicing.
You're the sickest nigga I've ever met in my life. The fact that you literally have maneuvers and techniques for a nigga handshake
but
is actually
it's so fun though.
No,
it's really
psychotic.
fun because occasionally you run across like, especially when I was in Toronto, I did this all the time. I just give people. People knew I loved handshakes, so they just try and out handshake me, and I always tried to win. Man, it was like a competition. I turn anything to a competition.
Can you
no
imagine
cap.
this nigga agent like
No cap.
like trying to finish a deal with the quickness like yeah so that's good Johnson, all right? And he's like no like we still have to
come on,
we still have to go through some of the numbers and you're just like but just put it there.
Oh, you actually won that one.
Oh, okay, all right. So I won, right?
Yeah.
So you good?
Yeah,
You
hey,
I'm telling you. Stop. What's up? You good? Bro, what's up with you?
Hey, you know how you really out
What's
handshake
up with
somebody?
you?
That's how you
That's
do
what I
it.
thought.
So give me a hand. This is weird shit.
We're not making this podcast.
Hey, wait, but it'd be
shaking
quick.
hands.
It'd be quick. You do this, especially in different cultures. They'll do this, and then you put your hand there, and this is how you outdo that. You put your hand on their arm, and then you literally have to go for their shoulder if you want to keep one up.
No,
I swear to
be like, yeah, you. Okay, all right.
Anyway, I'm
the weirdest
I'm a
nigga
little
in the
retarded, bro. So
Yeah, no, you are.
I find shit like that fascinating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yo, bars. That was tough. I was actually just excited that I actually like fumbled up on it again. Rumbled. I found it again. So I was like, yo, stumbled. I stumbled across that again. So I was like, yo, this is. I was like, oh shit. And the person I was showing it to, I was kind of like, I was like, I don't know if I want to show him that. And then once I listened to it again, I was like, it's actually not as bad it's not as cringy as I thought it was. I was dead ass cringing when in the beginning when I first showing this person. But then as it got in, I was like,
You know what's cringy?
Bad. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's
Young
cringy?
Low was spitting.
The cringy shit was when you tried to do 2 angles.
Yeah.
Cause
Is that it? Was that it?
Yeah.
I didn't edit the video though. This is
It
before I
doesn't
was
matter. It
editing.
was how the video was shot. It wasn't the editing that was the problem.
But we
The
talking
angles.
about the bars though.
And I'm talking about the piece in its entirety.
So what about the bars?
The bars, they weren't bad. I'm just saying that they were actually so mediocre that I could outperform them. That's all I'm saying, man. For real.
Oh my god. You better make sure when you spit it, you better have some fire. Cause I'm coming
I
for
swear
your
to God.
fucking heads. I'm
Oh
coming
man,
for
there's
your
so much
neck.
things I want to tell you, but I don't want to spoil
Coming
like
for your
future
neck,
videos.
nigga. I'm coming for your neck. Facts. Cause you don't know about this fucking bars, nigga. Big facts. Look, you looking at the 2K20 shit. Oh no, the Madden 21.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
So
Oh man.
we might as well talk about that real quick.
Yeah, bet.
Yo,
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the reveal because we were shooting A&P stuff.
I literally watched it before we got up here. So
Damn, so you're gonna have to
That's
tell me
tough.
about it because the only thing I seen was that 2K shit. That's literally, I think, the only thing I seen so far. And I wasn't even home. So,
you know what's so crazy? You know what's really crazy?
tell me.
Because I'm about to talk about this 2K stuff, just blew our cover. It just blew our cover.
What you mean?
Because the only way that we could actually watch the 2K stuff and talk about it is if we're recording this on Friday.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah. No. I'm doing it right now. It's already done. So yeah, sorry guys. AMP boys came through. We got tied up.
Yeah, bro. So I dead wanted to record this podcast yesterday, and then Lo was like, "Oh no, we could just do it all tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, because when you were doing it, it was literally, it would have been, the podcast would have literally been like 58 minutes. Like you had not even a
Yeah.
full hour to do it yet.
You know what I'm saying? So then I'm just chilling at night.
plus,
I'm not
I
even
was-
home yet, and I look on Twitter, and this bozo's talking about some YouTube processing. Yo, is he trolling?
No, I was like, I'm definitely not going to like put the blame on the AMP boys in the shooting and making money. So I was like, let me throw fucking,
I got some coke right there, bro. I was trying
what the
to.
fuck was that? What the fuck?
I got
Don't
some-
ever lick your lips like that ever.
I was trying to lick my nose.
That's even worse. Because I
just-
saw way too much of your tongue right there, nigga. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
But I was Yo, we gonna fight as soon as the fucking podcast is over. If I have to hear that for the next month, nigga, I'm fighting you when the fucking podcast is over, nigga. Yo, but I wasn't gonna throw the AMP boys under the bus. So I was like, fuck it, YouTube was gonna get it this time. And just threw the fucking processing under the bus. You know, so crazy. Nick's click was like, yeah, that happens to me too.
I seen that shit, yo. And I'd be like, word.
I was like, oh yeah, that's believable. I was like, all right. I didn't put it on fucking YouTube. I was like, yeah, processing,
You know what's crazy?
guys.
On this podcast, I'm gonna leave like a pinned comment and be like, yo, processing caught us, man.
Niggas gonna be like, hey, yo, Lo forgot to cut that part.
Hey, yo, cut this part out. Cut this.
Oh shit. Oh fuck my life. All right, but
Yo, can we talk about some real shit before we get to that PS5 stuff?
Okay, what's that?
Does the Rona fucking exist?
No, apparently it doesn't.
Yo,
Because
where-
nobody cares anymore.
Where is that shit,
Y'all,
man?
y'all out recording videos, people in bars eating. I just went to a restaurant earlier this week,
You can go out to a water park. There's gonna be dozens and thousands to hundreds of millions of people there,
which is crazy.
and only people with masks are employees. I
Yep.
swear to God. And then we found out that apparently it's not as asymptomatic. Maybe it's not so asymptomatic. Then we found out that it actually doesn't transfer so well off touching subject. It's possible, but it doesn't transfer so well off of that. It's usually through like ventilation, like if the air conditioning hits you like that and it hits that like that. So it's like, God damn. So I'm not gonna lie to you.
So you actually just more deadlier to being like
Indoors.
like confined areas and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have an outdoor podcast moving forward. All this ventilation in this house, bro.
Yeah.
I'm killing you, bro.
Hey, really, I was driving earlier today to grab some energy drinks, and I dead ass was trying to dodge a squirrel. I was about to get myself killed. Squirrels on the road.
Who
I'm
cares?
trying to dodge because I care about life. You know what I'm saying?
That must be a southern thing because I don't give a fuck about roadkill. I'll run that motherfucker over.
And I don't want my car to be dirty. So I tried dodging the squirrel, but you know how squirrels they be running and they just fucking
Yeah.
stop like that. Well, I'm like, bitch, choose a fucking direction. I'm over here panicking like I'm doing this in fucking split seconds, and then I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go this way. The bitch ran under the car again, so I was like, oh my God, I hope the tire didn't kill him. So I literally just stopped, looked back, I ain't see the squirrel, it wasn't on my car. The fucking squirrel just vanished, Lo, to like the nether. I don't know where he went, but
Could
I
it
hope
not be
he's...
underneath your car?
What if he's just hanging on to that shit?
Yeah,
just trying to hitch a ride self. I don't know what he was up to, but
Are you trying to migrate underneath your car? Hey, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but what if that was like, I'd be dead ass thinking like, what if squirrels are just suicidal and they'd be like, no, don't, what? Watch out, no, run me over, nigga.
yeah, mom wouldn't give me the fucking acorn. I'm out.
Yeah, facts. Nigga be freezing and make sure trying to figure out what you doing. He's like, nigga, as soon as you come, I'm running over to the tire, bro. Just run me over, nigga.
I did, no exaggeration, saw 2 squirrels fighting outside our house here. It was the cutest shit I've seen in my life, especially baby squirrels. Oh my God, I just want to capture them and make it my pet.
No.
Just like that.
Captures the word, wrong phrasing, yo.
Hey, if on a side note, before we get to a more serious topic, if you guys ever want to be truly startled, then just watch the first ever episode of Pokemon.
Oh, you told me about this,
Because
yeah.
I swear to you, I'm getting serious slavery vibes from that episode. Yo, because the premise of Pokemon,
Yeah.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon trainer. He went to the place to get a Pokemon. They were giving out free Pokemons. He was like 10 years old. He's still 10. I don't know what clock he runs on. And then the Pokemon he wanted wasn't there, but they're like, you want this bitch ass Pikachu? This bitch ass Pikachu doesn't really listen to its owner though, bro. It's not really obedient to its owner. So you're gonna be an angry slave master. They didn't say it like that, but that's how it came across.
That's what he's saying. Like, oh yeah, I like a challenge with my slaves.
Exactly. So then he got this Pikachu that wasn't listening to him, and in the first episode, he went out to capture some generic ass simple Pokemon that do like 10 damage on the cards. You see what I'm saying? And so he would tell Pikachu to do something, and Pikachu just wouldn't do it. And then there was this part where he wanted to capture a Pokemon. I swear to God, I was like, bro, Ash, what the fuck? Were you like, yo, he's a slave? Certainly he's a slave master. I'm certain about that. He had a Pokeball, he about to throw it at him, and he said something insane like, you're about to be mine, your freedom is over, or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you're gonna be like, what, Ass? What? And he threw that shit, man.
I don't know. I don't remember that episode.
I swear he was wilding. So if you guys ever get really bored, it's on Netflix, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You have to watch the first ever episode. It's like 20 minutes. You're gonna be amazed of how weird it was. That's besides the point.
It must be like suppressed memories of mine where I just told myself like, there's no way Ash Ketchum is a fucking slave master. Like, there's no way. So I must have just thought that. I mean, weird if they like the dub version, like when they were reading it off, like he probably said some really friendly shit over in like on the other side, but when he got to America, he was like, nah, we're making Ash.
Yeah, he lost. That Pokemon lost its freedom.
Yeah, facts.
The concept of those games itself is kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? You capture this thing that doesn't want to be captured, but then when you capture it, it's your best friend that helps you. It actually will die for you.
Which is weird, which doesn't make any sense. It's not like you feeding that nigga. He just in the ball for days.
And
so you figure out a Pokemon that it's like the weakness is in his favor. That's it.
So, and you know what's crazy? If we translate that to real life, we didn't like when Michael Vick did that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that these two species could just fight each other and almost like even human fighting like that, unless it's like licensed by some league and there's all kinds of rules. There's no rules, just Pokemon shit. They're trying to kill each other.
Facts.
What an interesting
Because like if you had like a Squirtle and like you went from a Leaf gym to a Thunder gym.
Oh,
that's 2 gyms where the nigga not even getting out the ball. Like, what's the point? Like,
exactly.
He's gonna die immediately. That's even worse. If you took this nigga out of the ball to go face like a Electroid, and nigga died immediately.
I'd be pissed.
He was like, yo, nigga, this is what you call me out here for?
Come on,
say less, nigga.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's even worse. But
those are all cards though.
The monsters, which by the way is what they call them, actually prevent you from getting injured. They take bullets for you.
Those are cards though.
What?
Those are cards.
I guess.
No, even in the show.
I guess they can't walk around.
They just cards. Yeah, these are actual beings.
What if they just decided they want to do that? What if Blue Eyes White Dragon was like, yeah, I'm trying to see what New York is like, and just fucking
niggas got off the map. He's like, fuck this, nigga. Just got off the column scene and just let it keep moving.
I'm saying that'd be an
that's
incredible.
tough.
That should be the movie of Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god! Pay me!
No, that's a terrible
That's a
idea.
Yu-Gi-Oh movie, bro.
No.
The Yu-Gi-Oh just decide he want to be a card no more. That's fire! Think about all the chaos that would cause. Are you serious? That'd be incredible. First out is Paris.
I'm
Merc
really
Paris.
like, I'm really starting to like realize like how Pokemon really, that was really just like a promo for slavery. Like if you really think about it.
And when you watch the first episode, you're gonna be certain of that. I swear to
That
you.
was like propaganda to slavery because there's no way like you had to actually like fight the fucking Pokemon to weaken them just to catch them.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they don't want to be catched. Like if I want to be catched, I just run over to you and be like, "Oh, we cool." Like if we gotta get into a tussle for me to get weakened, and then you throw my Pokeball at me and then you caught me.
But think about how crazy. Like it goes to another level though, because they always had that one Pokemon on their shoulder, right?
Yeah,
And that's their like chosen Pokemon.
that's just that's the overseer. Yo, that's crazy. So Pikachu was an overseer. Oh my god.
Make sure like when fucking Blastoid wasn't acting right, that
Pikachu took him to the side like, yo, what's up with you, nigga? You not rocking with Ash? What's up? What's up? What's up? What you... You know, but the crazy thing that they convinced us that all of a sudden, like, that Squirtle was down to be captured. Like as soon as he got captured, next time he threw him out the ball. Like remember like because if I don't use Squirtle for like 2 months, the next time I use this nigga, he's like, bro, nigga, like you just beat my ass. All of a sudden I'm supposed to be cool with you, nigga. Like what's up?
nah, I'm supposed to fight.
I'm supposed to fight.
Gyarados?
Yeah, like what the hell? And that's even worse. Like no, then they fucking evolve and they get stronger, and the niggas still don't say nothing. Niggas just like, nah, this is how slavery works. That's even worse though. Like when we was watching that fucking Pokemon movie, this nigga Squirtle was going up against like Titans and he was handling his own. I'm like, there's no way, nigga, some bubbles are gonna knock out a Machamp. That's not gonna happen. There's no way that happened.
I'd be so pissed. I was in the gym as much as Machamp, and a bubble knocked me
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Nigga blew bubbles at his ass. He was like,
man.
Machamp was like, I'm done. Like, fuck, nigga.
Hey,
That's tough.
so it's funny to make like real life sense out of animes.
That's why you hate him?
No, I'm not. Those two I didn't hate.
But you were depressed as a child, apparently.
I must have been on Saturdays. I'd be there like I'd be depressed when the episode was over. Like, oh man, you fuckers! You didn't do shit this episode. Kaiba was just talking shit for 30 minutes.
Those
This
are
show
the worst
sucks.
episodes. Those are the worst episodes.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Filler episodes are literally the worst.
Hey, so check this out, man. Not.
PS5?
Oh, let's talk about it.
yeah.
So, hey, before we get started on this console talk, I just want to let everybody know. Oh, that shit is on. Just making sure. Just want to put everyone on notice that if you even have to bring up specs on a console, there's actually
Yes.
0 point.
Zero
Don't do it
point.
anymore. The 2080 Ti I have right now is actually going to be more powerful than the graphics card in the PS6.
Yep.
And I'm using it right now to play all my PC games at like 200 FPS. So the only relevant bit of specs is not the specs is not important. How easy PlayStation and Xbox make it for devs to optimize on their consoles is important because that's what's going to maximize the graphics. And I need that shit to be good because most developers actually optimize on console and then think about PC. Very rarely do they optimize on PC then port to consoles because consoles for most games, most popular games, is what sells the most. Feel me? So I need the consoles to be on point so when I'm having my PC experience, because the only shit I play on console now is sports games, racing games, and exclusives when The Last of Us 2 comes out. And, that new GTA 5 that's coming out.
What is that? Stop.
You
Shut
hear
the
that
fuck-
shit?
Shut up.
Yo, but we stopped our AMP shoot like, oh my God, they're about to launch GTA 6. We looked down at the phone,
It's the same
GTA 5 on PS5, baby.
As if like it's just ridiculous. But yeah, you're right. I was literally saying like I saw somebody put up a spec sheet. And I'm like, nigga, it's fucking console, nigga. There's already fucking you can literally buy hardware right now that's better than the fucking PS5. But not only that, like it's gonna be optimized. So it's not like he was like you trying to make a point like, ooh, the Xbox is gonna be better than the play. Like, nigga, if you're playing if the games on the same console, nigga, one game is not gonna look significantly better than the other one, if any.
Yeah,
They're gonna look exactly the same.
I was in.
Catch a fly with your hand?
Yeah, I do it too. I was in the washroom, and you actually had the most fact tweet I've seen in a while, because it said everything I wanted to say in as many syllables as Twitter will allow. Now that I'm older and can think for myself, showing specs for consoles is honestly pointless because the best specs are on PC. True. If it's not an exclusive, more than likely the games will be optimized. People are going to buy the more popular console to play with their friends. You have a lot of awkward sentences that make it hard to read. Just to let you know. Work on your writing.
But it all makes sense, right?
It makes sense. And it's very factual, right?
Facts.
If the game is, I'm not playing a shooter or nothing like, but I'm not doing that unless it's an exclusive. If The Last of Us was on PC, let me find out. It's not going to be because Sony runs that shit. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't even hesitate but to get it on PC. It would be a way better experience.
It would be.
Way better optimized. The only, like, I'm going to get both regardless because, I mean, it's my job. But if I had to choose one, it's not a hard decision. Hey, friends, what are you guys getting? Whatever the majority of people that I think I'm going to play with say, I don't have to, there's no more, I'm going to get gassed and watch the shits because I want to know what's going on. Now, if there's a clearly better console, I might slightly lean over there. But if all my friends are still going the other way, who am I going to play with?
Exactly.
Randeezies? No, you're going to be fucking miserable. You're not going to be playing Little Big Planet 9 by yourself. Come on, bro. Play with your friends, man. Isn't that, like, people act like it's not the same shit. Yo, would you get 2K if none of your friends got it? Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely.
Right? You might get the shit, play some Play Now because your friends come over on some shit like that. That's about it.
Because if that's the case, y'all niggas would just buy NBA Live. But nobody does that. So, yeah. Like, you literally buying the consoles, especially because they're not cross-platform. Like, y'all buying consoles to play with each other.
That's why I would always tell people. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you did.
My fault.
What's up with you?
Oh, my bad.
You good?
That's why I would always tell people, like.
Did you feel the mother?
I'd always tell people, NBA Live, drop the shit for free. What the fuck are y'all waiting for? Because that's the only way all the friends, everyone's friend groups are gonna hop on.
Yep.
You're not gonna convince a whole friend group to buy NBA Live. The game sucks. But if they're all playing it, maybe they could have some fun on that horrible game. But when you do look at the specs, though, without a shadow of a doubt, Xbox has the better specs in almost every fucking metric. But that does not mean that developers can optimize games better on the Xbox. That's like my M4 is 482 horsepower to the wheel, right? No, 480 horsepower, but it doesn't put most of that down. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you know this about cars, but a lot of people flex their horsepower numbers, but depending on your car, you might not put that power down. Because my car's rear-wheel drive, it'll stumble like this, and it takes a lot of control to put that power down. There's some cars like Lambos or Nissan GTRs that put all the power down.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day,
here's a better example. It's like having
a perfect example.
Yeah, I know, but like maybe
they don't watch cars. Good call, yeah.
It's like having a graphics card that can do 4K, but you're on a 1080p monitor.
Yeah,
it's like I guess technically, but there's a limitation to what it's going to be able to do regardless.
So did you watch the initial thing PlayStation did a couple months ago where they went mad in depth into specs and shit, and everyone in the chat was talking about some boring.
Yeah,
that was actually fascinating to me because like. The mistake Xbox made in the last cycle was what? They wanted to make it entertainment.
TV, music.
Nobody gives a
like, nobody doesn't care.
Microsoft, it took you this long to realize nobody needs an entertainment device from you. I have 16 entertainment. People have.
And that's the problem. Everybody has entertainment devices. Nobody does not go to a fucking gaming console for the entertainment. Like, oh, you can get Netflix and TV. Like, no one doesn't care
on the
about
side
that.
Would be cool. I know plenty of people that watch Netflix on the side, but no one's thinking like, oh, I'm gonna watch my Netflix. I'm gonna run my Blu-rays.
But the Blu-rays. Oh,
that shit bug. That's the reason that PS3 was like $900 in Canada when it dropped.
But that's I vividly remember when PlayStation 3 came out, and that was a selling point. Blu-ray, and it's just like nigga, it's already
buying
dead.
$20 movies. I don't care.
You
know what kind of setup you need for some shit? You already have to have a wavy surround sound system to maximize on that.
Yep.
You need all kind of shit that nobody fucking has.
But then not only that, like when it comes to entertainment, as time progressed, it's more likely going to become irrelevant anyway. So like the Blu-ray, nigga, just like literally 3 years after that, like 4K and all that other stuff came out, and like people was already done with that. Or in general, people are not even buying disc anymore. And so the same thing with like Netflix with Xbox One. Like, yeah, I guess, but TVs have Netflix now, so they're all within there. There's a smart TV, so I can just go on my TV. I don't have to worry about.
Not only that, Lo, like now Chromecast, I could just have my phone out and then put the shit on the TV.
Yeah. So why would you even be that concerned about making a device, a fucking entertainment device? That don't make a console entertainment device. And the same thing with fucking PS5s. Like, Nigga, don't tell me about no specs. Like, I know for a fact as time progressed, the graphics are going to get better anyway.
No, but if you watch the original thing, Lo, they were trying to show off their specs, talking about how big it was, even though we all knew it wasn't as good as Xbox's.
Yeah.
But they were talking in detail about the impact that this change they made is gonna make loading times infinitely faster because developers can do this with this now.
If they cared that much, they would just go on PC. Being dead ass serious.
Sony is not on PC.
That's what I'm saying.
So obviously, for developers, that makes sense. But I'm talking about for Sony, it was dope that they were breaking it down like that. Because most companies would be like, oh, we just want to wow people. Because there's nothing about that stream that wowed people that weren't like tech geek heads. And even me, I was like, this is a little too fucking nerdy for me. I don't know half the shit he's talking about. He's gonna have to give me definitions and shit after every sentence. But I'm not gonna lie, the PS5 does look wavy. You know what I'm saying? Xbox looks kind of hideous. But I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't care.
Half of the consoles I have right there, these retro ones, look horrible. But I haven't. Yeah. Look at that tiny remodeled SNES. Garbage.
You see the Genesis?
Genesis looks like a shit version of N64.
It does.
What else I got?
I think the Genesis is like the really only one that looks odd.
Yeah, it looks hideous. And the only game I used to, what was that game? I think it's called Battletoads, where you were a toad in a 2D platformer. Mm-hmm. I used to hate that game, but love that game. That's the only thing I played on Genesis, so that's the only game I have.
You play Sonic on Genesis?
My new SNES is cracked, so it has thousands of games.
No, but I'm talking about when
Can I say that? Allegedly. No,
I'm talking about when you were growing up, when you had the Genesis.
No, the only Sonic game I played was the Knuckles game it was actually a Knuckles on GameCube. It was like a Knuckles. Let me pull it up.
You never played a Sonic game before GameCube?
I never owned one. I played at friends' houses, but I never. Sometimes when I go to an arcade.
Oh, so you're not really a gamer? Okay, I see what you're saying.
I actually didn't enjoy 2D games as much as.
Yeah, so you're not a gamer. It's cool.
Does it not exist?
I thought maybe how we grew up together. I thought we had a lot of things in common, but I guess not. I see what you're saying. I thought you were one of those. I thought we were cut from the same cloth.
Oh my God, the memories. Load this game. Shadow the Hedgehog. I played this shit. D with my brother.
Yeah, I played that too. Yeah.
Oh my God, man, fuck that Egghead.
Yeah, I play all them. Yo, you retarded. Yeah, I played all those Sonic games, when I was growing up. But I thought me and you on the same wavelength.
Nah, I was on. We played a lot of Super Smash.
Yeah,
keep in mind the game
64 though.
No, we actually didn't play it on 64. We played it on game. We had on. No, we didn't have it on 64. I played it on 64, but I played it mainly Melee. But I played with my brother growing up though, so I genuinely didn't play a lot of single player games because we'd have to share. You feel me?
But when you growing up, once you die, you kick it off to your brother. That's how me and my brother played. I don't know how y'all got down, because I thought you was a gamer. So I thought maybe that's
you're trying me like I'm not a way bigger gamer than you. So let me start to violate, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
At the age of 4, I got my dad just showed up with a PS1, which was in the year 2000.
That's your first console?
Yeah, actually it was. And
then we're not on the same level. We're already off. We're not on the same level. Just because
you started earlier than me don't mean you're a gamer, my guy.
And what it actually does make me a gamer. Maybe not a bigger gamer, but I'm definitely.
I'm not saying you're not a gamer though. You're saying I'm not a gamer.
No, I'd say you're not as big as a gamer as I am. That's it.
All right.
I see your retro consoles that you bought. I mean, it's cool. For looks. So when someone comes in, they kind of
I don't think I've ever brought anyone to the crib, and they were impressed by that. I don't think that's ever happened.
My uncle was here. He was impressed.
Your uncle was in my room?
Yeah.
I got some questions after the podcast. What the hell?
But he was very impressed.
Yeah, and no one really gives a shit. And I show it just to see, like, do you give a shit about this stuff? Because this stuff is dope to me. And I tell them too, like, N64, I had GoldenEye. Just to see, like, does that mean something to you? Because people who played N64, that'll mean something to them. And I didn't mean shit.
But
I still want to. Can we play GoldenEye? Because I haven't played it with anyone since I moved here, and it makes me a little depressed.
But when I was growing up, we couldn't play shooters. So when I used to play GoldenEye, I had to be over somebody else's house. So on the 64, we had all like the Mario games. And
me
stuff
too.
Like
actually,
that.
I didn't own it myself. One of my cousins that lived 5 houses down, we just go to his house and play.
Okay, yeah. So same thing. He didn't live 5 houses down, but he lived like close, and I just went over like a family friend or a cousin's house and played it. But
I did that with a lot of games actually, because I didn't have a Wii, so I go to a friend's house that had a Wii. Like 3 times a fucking week just to play Wii.
On 64, everything was Mario or Star Fox or something.
Oh,
like
did you play that? Yo, sorry, podcast. I don't know how boring this conversation. My bad doing that. I didn't mean to. Did you play that game Star Fox Adventures, the one with the tiny dinosaur Tricky?
Terrible.
Yo,
Yeah,
I never
alright.
beat that game, and I'm about to buy it just so I could beat that shit. No cap.
But I didn't like that game though. After Star Fox on 64, like after I used to play a game so much. I used to like literally run through it and then go back and play it again. Just because, like, of course, back in the day, like, I didn't have, we didn't have memory cards for the 64.
Oh, I didn't have memory cards neither. That was
Yeah,
a
so-
depressing experience.
Very depressing.
Yeah, for people who've been
Very
old enough to
depressing.
have consoles without memory cards, how depressing was that? Me and my brother played this fucking shitty Bugs Bunny game, and we never beat that. Because even if we played for 8 hours, we were blessed enough where our parents didn't take the TV or something, or like someone didn't trip the wire. Something happened where we had 8 free hours. We run through it, but there's no memory card. So when my mom says turn it off, she doesn't understand. There's 8 hours down the drain, and we would start the next fucking day with hope that we could finish that shit. We never did. Truly depressing.
No, all we used to do was just be like, all right, mom, and then just like put the thing down and like flipped it from the input to the regular TV, and it kept it pushing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We never turned it off. We just left the game on the
for
entire
real?
night, and then like
My mom won't let me do that because she'd complain about the power or whatever.
Oh, I don't think my mom even knew though. So
Oh, this is Warner. Never mind. It was claiming everybody on Twitch. I don't trust these guys.
Oh, let me just see that. Let me see. I won't show another thing though.
Okay. Yeah, so I started on the PS1 and I begged my mom to get an N64 because I'd go to my friend's house, they'd have an N64. PS1 was a better console. N64 just had more iconic games, I guess.
It had way more iconic games. Yes.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
Holy shit.
Yeah. No, we could show this is gameplay, right?
I don't know.
I don't trust Warner no more after what
Yeah,
they're doing
I
on
don't.
Twitch.
I actually don't either.
I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I used to just play this shit all the fucking time. The piranhas in the water used to scare the shit out of me. Everything, man. Oh man, so many fucking memories.
But I'm about to say yeah. So, but going back to the PS5.
Oh, and then you get Taz, and you could play.
Yeah. Oh. but then going back to like the PS5 and shit. Well, just this is like for me to know.
You want shot cop or no?
I don't know.
Fire?
I'm putting it in a pod. Davis might get wind of it. You trying to out drip Davis. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with a PS5, personally, a lot of this stuff, it's really hard. Like people are going crazy over the reveals and the trailers and stuff like that. But it's weird. Like some people like older than me don't really understand. Like that's not really how the game is going to look when it comes out. So like, let's settle down, people.
It's kind of hard not to get excited, right? Because when I
Yeah,
was watching that
that's true.
2K thing, I've been through this, but in my mind, I was like, oh shit, is that Xeon dribbling?
Stop.
For real. It was simple dribble moves. And I was fucking gassed, no cap.
But not only
I
that-
had to force myself to calm down because I'm like, I've been through this. It shows fucking sweat on his knee. His kneecap had sweat. How kneecap got
And what's
sweat?
crazy again, if y'all want all that sweat and just go on PC and you'll get all that sweat. But all that sweat and all those, bro, you're not going to see. First, you're not even going to see it in the game because everyone plays on the 2K
Word.
camera angle, so no one is going to even see that shit. You're going to see the back of niggas' heads the entire time. And on top of that, when you're fucking you're not going to get that close. Like nothing's going to get that close. But when we're playing, they're more likely going to implement other game modes or try to outdo themselves with game modes more so than like make a graphical jump that everyone is anticipating.
Word. Look, I didn't actually read the original tweet you quote tweeted, but this is what this bozo said. Damn, for everyone who's so hyped for the PS5 and not the Xbox, y'all must look dumb as fuck now. The Xbox specs are way better than the PS5. Look how dumb you guys look. Look at the specs, guys. Like in his head, he was like, yo, I buy shit for very marginally better specs.
Ridiculous.
Like he returned his Android because the new Android had 1 extra gigahertz.
That's ridiculous, bro. And again, this shit is going to be optimized. So fucking 2K on PS5 is going to look the exact same on the fucking Xbox. Like it's going to look the same. Like I don't know why you think it's going to look different.
Yeah. Anyway, let me know which one y'all are copping because I think the PS5 is gonna win this cycle too. They just Sony just understands gamers more than Microsoft. Microsoft is trying too hard to branch out, which is fine. Don't make the gaming like a side thing.
Do you think
It's a gaming console.
you think YouTubers have a lot of influence on which console is going to win this generation?
Not off rip, but over time. I remember back in the Call of Duty days, I was playing on PS3. In the first half of the PS3 Xbox 360 life cycle, that was actually like a dude. You should be ashamed if you played on PS3 because every fucking YouTuber was on Xbox.
Exactly.
If you found a YouTuber on the PS3, it was a blessing. By the end of the cycle, that changed because remember there was a 1 month exclusive on DLCs and shit for the Xbox. Yeah. That switched. Now PlayStation was getting some exclusive content. So it really fucking depends. If I'm being honest with you. Now, if you got a ballin', just get both. You shouldn't even. You should get gassed, but you should not be. You should never have to have a conversation with like which one's better if you're balling. But if you're not balling, then just get the one with your friends. Simple as that. That being said,
it's probably gonna be PS5.
I don't think YouTubers have as much influence as people assume, especially when it comes to things like this.
No, I disagree. I think if every YouTuber came out and like all the communities across, like it don't matter if it was 2K, COD, everything. If everybody just said, I'm getting PS5. Yeah, I think that would actually be heavily influential on who gets what.
But if that ever happens, then people are already thinking that. So it's not the YouTubers that influence the people, because they're like the YouTubers are the people too. So if everyone's thinking PS5, then that's already gonna be the thing. There's no YouTuber that's gonna influence more PS5.
So why do you think that people have already pivoting to the PS5 right now?
Because the PS4 is selling way better than the Xbox One.
But when we were growing up, there was no such thing as a fucking Xbox, and then all of a sudden Xbox came in on PS2 terms, and obviously everybody's fucking rocking with the PS2 to this day. That's the greatest, I know. That's the greatest console ever. But then it shift though.
It's not the greatest console ever.
It's top 3.
Oh, for sure, top 3 for sure.
But then it shifted to 360, like you said in the first live. So how would that even happen again? That's what I'm saying. How would it happen?
But there's plenty of different factors. The Xbox 360 launched earlier. It launched at a good price, and then the earlier was actually a huge deal. The price is a big deal, but if you release months before, it's a wrap. People aren't waiting for your console that might be a little better. They don't know. They're trying to play shit right now, man. Everyone's talking about the shit right now.
I forgot the noticeable price difference, and it came out earlier.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different factors that's going to sway it. But because the PS4 has such a lead on the Xbox One right now, it's going to go into the next generation with a lead. So Microsoft's going to have to do something special to convince people otherwise. Do you know? I didn't watch the thing, so you tell me. What is this virtual PlayStation 5 they're talking about?
I didn't see that. I just saw the game. I just saw the trailers to a lot of games.
Damn, because I have no idea what they mean by virtual. I think they they might mean like there's no space for a disc. Because that's the only thing I'm thinking. Because how they're gonna sell like a reduced cost PS5. And the one thing that nobody really needs that hikes the price up is the Blu-ray. You just strip that, you're saving something. Like I'm assuming that's what it is, but I don't know because I ain't watched. I'm gonna watch it today though. Not the whole stream, but just what you did.
Yeah, we can watch it as soon as we get done with this. But I definitely want to. I want to know what would it take for Xbox to kind of get more footing. That's what I want to know. And I wonder if it's. I'm saying all this to say I wouldn't be surprised if consoles or specifically Microsoft pull some major content creators off to the side and gave them money to buy Xbox.
Both of them will. I think Xbox is going to do it more than Sony, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And so if they can get more market share with influencers, which honestly, I feel like, because when it comes to influencers in general, especially like with makeup and all those, like they have things come out so frequently that, you can always kind of just pay them and kind of keep it pushing. But like, this is when the consoles drop. So this is like a moment in the fucking console's history. So I definitely feel like marketing, influencers should definitely be getting paid big bucks right now if you want to like sway public opinion.
And it's a win-win because at the end of the day, it's like no one's gonna be like, oh no, you promoting Xbox now, because they're both consoles. It's gonna play largely the same fucking games.
Exactly.
So yeah, some content creators about to make bank, especially, and I know this for a fact, especially Twitch streamers. Especially for some reason, brands enjoy Twitch streamers. You could be a YouTube streamer pulling the same views as a Twitch streamer. Twitch is gonna win because brands is like just assume they're always 5 years behind in terms of thinking, and they're gonna be like, oh, Twitch is the new thing. That's what they're thinking right now. So a lot of brands are thinking Twitch is the new thing for gamers. Let's be a part of the culture. They're not thinking YouTube gaming right now. 3 years from now, they might be caught up because YouTube gaming is pulling heavy views now, especially in South America, especially in Asia, South Asia. So,
actually, since we're talking about Twitch, you want to pivot to people?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Twitch is having a serious copyright issue right about now. And it's actually a problem that everyone knew existed for years. Not everyone, but
you should have known.
Regardless, So if a platform gets big enough, the Warner Musics and the music labels, they're gonna come hard. They do it everywhere. Remember when LimeWire and shit that got big? They came hard. Those companies went under because of the lawsuits. So when the companies come to your door, you almost have to do what they say, unless you want to be in a lifelong legal battle. So the copyright issues we had on YouTube, and I'll tell you this: YouTube fought for content creators.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do. At the end of the day, the music is someone else's copyright, and you could sit there and argue fair use, but you have to do that in a court, and every single time the label's gonna win. So YouTube just kind of gave them the ability to, boom, just claim whatever you want. We'll dispute it later. Come on, keep claiming. And you know what they'll do? They'll claim your most they'll go popular video and start claiming from there.
Yep.
So they can make the most money. This shit is fucking insidious the way they get down. But they hit Twitch recently because Twitch streamers play a lot of copyrighted music. Twitch knew this problem existed for years, and up to my knowledge, to this point, they haven't done a single thing to help prevent the escalating situation.
No.
So now there's a whole catalog of VODs of copyrighted music. Actually, the only thing Twitch did is your VODs will be mute if it detects there's copyrighted music.
What is VODs?
Video on demand. So just your video after it's streamed, they'll upload it to Twitch as a VOD. That will be muted. That's all it does. But on stream, you could do it. So now we're finding out that music labels like Warner actually invested or acquired, I don't know what the deal is, but they invested in companies that can detect copyrighted music being played on live streams.
Yeah.
And then they could take action on it.
Whole live stream.
As of right now, they haven't taken action on shit.
But that's the plan.
But they can. So now if you want to play 21 Savage, you actually have to have written consent from 21 Savage or most likely his publisher, which is going to be very challenging to do. And I think the only way this ends up being a W for streamers is if Twitch agrees to pay like 4 of the biggest publishers, music publishers, to use their whole library of music. But it's going to be a fuck ton of money. So I don't think Twitch can be willing to do that. Twitch is rather just let the content, because what did Twitch tell content creators? They told the streamers, you might want to delete the VODs that have copyrighted music. So streamers that have a hit, all their history is there.
Done.
Was just marking their content. Imagine that. Imagine that one clip you got, the one time you were playing with your friend, he's not here no more, or you haven't talked to this guy in 6 years. That clip is on your Twitch shit right now.
Yeah.
And you have to remove it because some fucking Lana Del Rey was playing in the background.
Now I will say this though. Well, we were talking about this earlier this year with the whole no knock on Los, but we were all trying to figure out like how the hell is he watching full episodes of 90 Day Fiance online?
Word.
And even though that hasn't, I don't know if that's necessarily been addressed yet, but like stuff like that, like there's reasons why on YouTube, like we don't show stuff like that, or we don't have, like everyone is like very, very careful on like the type of background music that you may have, how many snippets of it. Even with me doing NBA footage and stuff like that, I'm very, very anal about the clips have to be only a certain length of time. And even then, I don't like to like have repetition with the clips. I split up with pictures and graphics. Like I do extra stuff to make sure that I don't get hit with the copyright claim, and just trying to make sure I'm in the parameters so I don't get hit with anything. So I want to know what's going to happen, because as you said, Twitch is just getting to that point right now where it's starting to be more mainstream, where people are going on the platform, and it's going to get hit, and there's going to be a lot of changes to it. And so, and to me, in many ways, you're just going to have to adapt to be dead ass. I was watching a Black Okage talking about this. We was referencing like a conversation he was having with a Twitch streamer that is his friend, and how like if you don't adapt the same way that many other people didn't adapt on YouTube, you're just gonna get lost. Like you're gonna get lost in the sauce, and you're gonna just fall off, while there's gonna be other people who will definitely adapt. And I mean, positively speaking, you can look at it as an opportunity. As certain people don't adapt and they fall out to the wayside, that means that there's just like more room for somebody else to come into like that space. So you can look at it through that lens. But the reality is, it's gonna be kind of fucked, bro, because I don't know, like there's a lot of people who are in a situation right now where they don't really have no real answer, or possibly a huge part of their platform or a huge part of their content was based off of music and dancing and doing all that other stuff, which you know, that's how we always view it as playing video games and chatting with people. But there's people who stream them dancing and having music just played in the background with them dancing or working out and things like that. So that shit's gonna really fuck them, bro.
Because this is what's, I'm trying not to hit my yo, this is fruit fly. I'm gonna have to get the fruit fly catcher up here. This is what's happening right now. Universal and Warner are going to go to Twitch with like a fucking $500 million lawsuit claiming serious damages.
Yeah.
And they're going to be willing to pull that lawsuit if Twitch agrees to a whole bunch of different policy updates so that people on their fucking site can act right. Because this is how serious they come. And if Twitch doesn't play ball, they're going to get leveled so fucking hard that the only reason they'll still be alive is because they're owned by Amazon. So they're going to play ball. YouTube played ball. And in fact, Facebook was so proactive with the copywriting, like 5 months into Facebook gaming being out, they were muting entire streams that had copyrighted thing. Like, and they allowed, like, they started with that in mind because they already knew it was going to be a problem. And now, if I'm not mistaken, Facebook allows you to play some copyrighted music because it has licenses so you can run some.
Yeah.
I remember Corinna was talking about that. I haven't been on the actual platform in a while, so I can't speak to what kind of libraries are available. But that's very unfortunate, man, because I think music just in the background, it adds to the vibe of the stream. You feel me? And it's like you're not, as a content creator, you don't have enough money to just throw, like, you're not going to be able to afford getting all the licenses for all the songs you want to play. And then it's like, while you're streaming, do I have a license for that's a lot. And on top of that, the publishers know that they stand to benefit from the music playing, but they also know that they're going to find a way so that the streamers still play music while they get their fucking bag from Twitch. While people abide by the fucking rules, right?
Now let me ask you this: do you think there's a workaround?
No,
not a workaround. Do you think there's a way for, because I don't want to sound like that guy, but I do kind of feel like when it comes to music, that a lot of it is just based off of vibes, and a lot of it is just the audience and them pushing it. And I think one of the best ways to get your music out there being heard is through influencers and content creators. Because, I mean, no, at least it's not saying that he's a bad artist by any stretch of the imagination, but that's damn near how Logic got put on, because it was a bunch of people who was uploading his shit.
Nah, Logic is valid. I'm not gonna lie, because Logic's label is sending weekly fucking emails asking me to promote some fucking song on the label.
But that's what I'm saying. So
they understand.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like, I'm not saying that there are not other ways to be a big artist, but if you're not understanding like the role that influencers and content creators play.
Very good point.
Yeah.
To cut you off.
Why do you keep touching me?
Very good point, man. Because Logic, do you know if back in the Call of Duty days, everyone would spam Logic songs to their fucking FaZe trick shot YY montages. Exactly. Logic got put on. Macklemore was the, I remember, Macklemore was like that too. He started off rapper. He blew the fuck up in the Call of Duty scene. Yeah. G-Eazy, same thing. Yeah. So it's like, all right. So if those people already know the value of like, wow, these people use the song in the video. I guarantee you, if you're a streamer and you send an email to Logic, he's not gonna be like, no, I will be fucking thoroughly surprised, because he understands the wild benefits of having people fuck with your music. Let's say someone really fucks with me, and then they're like, they hear a Lupe Fiasco song, they're like, oh shit, that slapped. That was an incredible song. Yeah. They're gonna be more likely to listen to Lupe Fiasco. Yeah, the amount of times I'm on a stream and I'm like, yo, what the fuck song was that? That shit was hard.
Especially like bigger streamers who pulling in like 10,000+ people in their streams and then just playing music. I mean, because let's also keep it a bean. Tory Lanez over the past few months, he's been doing that as well. So when he's streaming, there's a whole bunch of people watching him stream on IG, and he's putting people on to other influencers and content creators that he has, and other artists and stuff like that on there as well. So I feel like there's definitely a happy medium. I think right now, in many regards, both sides are overreacting to what's happening. So streams and even I think YouTube to a degree as well. But we'll figure out what YouTube's going on. But Twitch is kind of overreacting, and the people who own the record labels and stuff like that, I think they're overreacting as well. But I definitely believe that there's a happy medium where, and I don't know if it has to be like an application that the the streamers are on, so it's understandable that you purchase this app or you purchase the rights to utilize this music. So if you're using it through this app specifically, that you're paying for monthly, that you're able to use this library of content, because I think that could possibly work. It'd be really hard to do that.
The enormous amount of money they'd ask for to use an entire library of music is.
Well, it don't have to be. I'm not talking about like all the, but if like you said, well, let's say hypothetically speaking, G-Eazy, Macklemore, and what's the other one?
Logic.
Logic. I was like, damn, I love with this nigga. Yeah, what if those three got together and they're like, all right, we're gonna do this, and instead of just doing it for free like we may have been doing it before, all y'all have to do is pay $15 a month, and then we'll do that.
Most rappers do not have the ability to do that because they don't own their shit.
I'm not necessarily saying them necessarily.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is like if record labels got together and they were like exclusively giving you the rights to use these certain type of artists.
But I mean that'd be a way. I just don't know how much that would cost because they be charging out the ass for licenses, especially the songs they know are valid.
True. But then also like if I have an artist that I think I'm trying to put on, I can just have them in the cycle of, you know, this right here is the type of artist I'm trying to put on right now, up and coming, and then they getting it. The odds of them getting played this frequently is very unlikely, and being heard to hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of people, again, is very unlikely. So now I'll just put them in the rotation of what I'm allowing to be streamed. Sure, the licensings may be, you know, tampered, but if I'm having them have the opportunity for them to be streamed and be promoted for thousands of people on like for 1 or 2 months, it'll definitely work out in the back end. It's just me thinking out loud, though. I just want to be clear.
I don't know what kind of legal consequences that'll have because I'm not a lawyer and I've never seen those contracts. Yeah. Even if I've seen them, I probably wouldn't understand them. Music contracts, I feel like, are the type of contracts where they just spam so much legal jargon. I wouldn't even bother trying to read because I read all my contracts. Mm-hmm. But if I ever got a contract from them labels, actually I have. Because when I work with, that's not this kind of cap. But when I was with Luminosity, they were partnered with Universal Canada. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had a decent relationship. Nothing wrong. They gave me some free NAV tickets. Waleed was excited about free NAV tickets.
Why?
So I don't know why, but he really wanted to go. So we went to the NAV concert.
Oh, man. Like NAV, that was a great... NAV trying to get some free promo out there, trying to get the spins up. Also, that's another reason why. If I can like inflate my Spotify streams and make it seem like, oh, I'm the biggest artist on Spotify, I can definitely do that as well. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a happy medium. I think there's a benefit from both of them. But I think right now, since it's now being presented with them, and in many ways, record labels and the music industry, they're so archaic in the way that they move that it may take them a while to understand, you know, how these could be influential to them. But I don't know. I definitely feel like there's a happy medium. But also, Harris, what's the guy name that I be watching sometime about Twitch?
Devin Nash. You talking about Alpha Gaming?
Alpha Gaming, yeah. But his name is Harris, something like that. But he said that he got together with a producer and they created like a playlist on Spotify that people can play, and it's all royalty-free music. Mm-hmm. And you can just stream it from there.
That's dope, but people actually don't want that though.
Why is that?
Because when I'm on stream, the fact that I could choose from millions of songs is dope.
Yeah.
Like there's streams where I'm thinking about playing Hans Zimmer. Like, I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but you know the composer did Inception, Interstellar, Lion King. Probably one of the most popular, but he's incredible. Sometimes when you need some hype music, bro, that's what I'm running with. When I need like some like really like, yo, I'm in my zone music, I play like Lud Foe or something like Comethazine, just some screaming loud, something. And then sometimes you want some slow shit, play Eden. So it's like, that's cool, but first of all, I have access to a royalty-free library because it's like $15 a month or something like that. But I would never play those songs on stream. Like I want to play the shit that I'm gonna sing along to.
I understand. I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out like a happy medium. There's
no happy medium when you deal with the music industry, man.
Very true.
The rappers tell you all the time, and then when they get big enough, they turn into the shit because they have their own fucking label.
Very, very true.
We've seen too many people get fucked by the music industry. It's such a messy, evil place. You see everybody denouncing it. We still fucking sit there enjoying the music and shit, and everyone keeps falling for the same traps over and over again.
How about this? What about people who make instrumentals? So like royalty-free instrumentals on YouTube. What if you just created a playlist and a vibe off of that and play that in the background?
It might be.
So
there's some opportunity here for producers.
Oh yeah, there's definitely. That's all I'm trying to figure. Just opportunity for people. That's it.
Well, anytime there's change, there's opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
Regardless of how negative the change is.
Gotta adapt.
Yo, there's about to be a recession, and for some people, that's an opportunity.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't want to say there's about to be. I don't know how.
Apparently, people don't care about the virus.
So there might not be a recession.
Decided to spend any money.
There's about to be a pandemic, and for some people, that is an opportunity. Like, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck it. If the thing is going to happen anyway. I don't know if, I could be wrong, but I think Dr. Disrespect has, I don't remember him playing any copyrighted music ever. And the only music I remember him playing is his shit. that someone made for him or he had a license to. Man,
That's another opportunity too, because I think that's the reason why Flight makes a lot of his music, so he can play in the background, so you don't have to worry about shit like that.
wow, I actually have so much. I would love to have if I have a conversation with any content creator, it'd be like MKBHD and like Dr. Disrespect, no cap.
No, not Flight,
I've talked to Flight before.
but like now, like June Flight.
Oh, I would love to talk to June
Oh
Flight.
man,
Nah, but on some real shit, because I feel like they just know, like I could learn so much shit because they just been through, like they just, feels like every step they take is a successful one. And even when they misstep, that's like Dr. Disrespect bought a goddamn camera into a washroom. He wasn't thinking right. And honestly, I mean, I would have forgot too, maybe, because when you're IRL streaming, sometimes you get lost in the content. And people were like, oh, you don't want to show people in the washroom. People got mad at him. He got suspended or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just used it as an opportunity when he came back, even, man, that shit is so fucking impressive to me. So I have no doubt that the very good content creators, very good streamers, is not gonna impede their ability to entertain.
yeah. So just think outside the box. I don't want people, because I think because this is first time Twitch is getting hit like this, a lot of streamers are kind of like panicking, like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But coming from a YouTuber and seeing how the platform continues to evolve, even right now, there's a lot of commentary channels who are getting hit really hard. Yeah, like you just have to continue to adapt. You have to continue to grow, because if you don't, trust me when I say someone else will, and there'll be other things out there. And I believe that there's maybe not a happy medium with the music industry, but I definitely believe that there is a way that you can create a vibe with music on your streams that doesn't necessarily consist of, you know, the ones that deal with heavy copyright problems.
Yeah, I agree. Good luck to the streamers though, because they've been taking down streams of people. Like you could be live and then now you're not live because you play copyrighted shit.
True.
Which is wild. So, and some people have gotten suspended over it too. Big
Yeah.
streamers too.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
not people that don't have influence or contacts.
And that's even the worst, man. That's
You got
tough.
both of those and you still very unfortunate
Very
situation. Luckily I don't have to deal with that though. Oh no, we do. I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
But now they got that new shit where it's partially copyrighted, partially claimed, so I still get something. When I play a 3-second meme and they get like 75% of the money, I still get like 25% of it for doing the whole video.
You like that though? You like how that math works?
Yeah, that's great. I love that shit. You know what's funny is they never tell you like what percentage you get.
Yeah.
They just kind of leave that up in the air. What if it was like 99% to them? And they're like, you get this little itty bitty 1%. You might get like a couple dollars out the situation.
Oh, before we keep going, I dropped my first video on my second channel.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let's go check on that real quick to see how it's doing, man.
I think it's at 7,000
Why'd you change the name of your second channel?
because I didn't like the shit you said. I
What?
took it to heart.
Low Reacts?
Yeah.
He did it because me?
Yeah, I was like, maybe he's right. Plus, I don't want to be like Flight Reacts either.
Oh,
What's
your,
that, AK?
your
Yeah.
shit does not pop up on here. That's tough.
Probably
Hey.
one.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Hey,
8K.
12K and the video did 8K? Oh,
Yeah.
my.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's facts.
Okay. Hey, I deadass think that channel is going to be bigger than your main channel. If not by the end, in a year.
So my man gonna turn into my side?
Yeah. No
Here
cap.
comes somebody right now in the middle of a podcast.
Hey guys,
Will he like, he's like a podcast? Hold on. Let me just interrupt the shit. Even though
Podcast?
They can't
Podcast?
hear.
are you doing a video today?
I hope so.
What video?
Why are you doing this right now? Just text me, Willie.
Podcast?
And you're still doing it. You know I'm recording right now.
Podcast?
Podcast doesn't matter.
Willie walked in here and was like, I didn't know you were recording, and continued to have the conversation with me.
Jesus,
Like
tough.
he didn't just realize we were recording.
Tough. I don't know. I do kind of feel like that's it.
Oh, can I tell you about a dream I had before we leave? I wanted to do the last few podcasts. We had a guest on one of them, and then one of them was very inappropriate time. So I'll do it this time. So I had it. So it's kind of like, remember the dream you told about like how you had this like whole life and you were like really, really happy. You was with this girl, your wife or whatever. Could you like summarize it again? Because I think mine is very similar to that shit.
In short, yeah, I just met a girl. It felt like one part of the dream I was like in Christmas and stuff like that. Got her a gift, and she was like, she would buy the other part of it. We went shopping, had a really good time. Basically, met someone I felt like I was going to spend the rest of my life with, and I went through the process of her being pregnant. I was crying with I woke up crying because I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing. Had a child, and then I remember I left the what's it called, like the
Delivery room?
the delivery room, and then went into like the lobby and like cried in front of my mom, and it was like, yo, she looks just like you, and crying like right in front of my mom. And then woke up like teary-eyed.
Okay, nah, that was a lot. That's not what mine looked like. But this is actually, so I only remember like a few dreams a year. So like when I remember a dream, because you remember I just told you like I just Spotify podcast. That's the most I'll ever remember. But this dream, but I remembered all of it for some reason. So this is how it went down, man. It was like a theater room, and there was a whole bunch of like love seats, like 2-seat couches.
Okay.
And it was just like me, and you weren't there for some reason, but Willie was there. And in my head, I remember family was there, but it was mostly friends though. We were just watching a movie, and so I walked into the room, and I knew that my ex was there. Now, not in real life, but just my make-believe ex, right? And I already knew she was there. We haven't been talking in a few months or whatever, so I didn't even look around to see her. I just went to sit down because I'm about to enjoy this fucking movie. I don't know why she was there with me and my friends, but that's how the dream went down. So then a couple minutes goes by. She just stands up and goes to the front of the theater room. Keep in mind, the movie's not on yet. We're just chilling. People are just coming in or whatever. And then she just looks me directly in my eyes, right? And I was like, all right, come to. Come to. And so she came, sat with me, right? Now, we got a whole bunch of blankets. We're chilling. It was like the first time we talked in like forever. But like, okay, so then the movie starts, right?
Okay.
And there was this moment where she just turned to me and she just started staring at me in my eyes, right? And I don't know how to explain what the feeling was. And maybe you had it in your dream, because I've never felt it in real life before. So it makes no sense to me the first time I feel it is in a dream. But it was almost as if we were like fucking connected. Like we just 100% understood each other.
Yeah.
And that there was nothing that mattered more than that right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I realized I was dreaming at that point, because I was like, this is not me at all.
What the hell?
But I was like, yo, what the fuck? So then we both got the same type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? She was like reaching on my legs, and I was like, oh my God, right now, like there's people, but it was blankets and shit, so it was kind of covert. You feel me? And in that moment, I was like, fam, is this what people are like? Is this why people like, is that what heartbreak is like? Like when you lose this, that's why people are fucking miserable? Because I'm too detached and sociopathic, I believe, to right now feel that kind of connection. Because I'm like, I don't know what it is.
But don't you want to feel that though?
In that moment I did.
Listen, but it just in general, like now that you have that euphoric feeling, you want that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That sound like, what the fuck? Bro,
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know how to explain it because I've never tried hard drugs, but I imagine that's what ecstasy feels like, where you're just like spammed with happy emotions. And like, it was also sad because in the dream, keep in mind, we broke up. I don't know what the problem was. I guess this is the dreams. They kind of just fill in and don't really make sense. I don't know why we weren't together anymore, but we both knew that we 100% missed each other. And in my mind, I was thinking like, I was literally battling it with like my self sleeping and dream self. My self sleeping was like, hey, yo, your YouTube channel and your career you dedicated the last 12 years to is way more important. It was saying that. But then the dream self was like, no, it wasn't. She's right here in my arms. This is obviously the more important thing. And
Jeez.
my real self would have never thought some shit like that.
Never said something
ever.
like that.
So then I woke up.
But you can have both, right?
You probably can, but
I think
one
that's
will take away from the other. Like the time you spend like obsessing over YouTube is going to take away from your relationship. The time you spend on your relationship is going to take away from this.
fair, but I do believe I think that is a part of something that I think you'll grow into that understanding. But I do want you to realize that.
Have you had that before?
No, but I see like what Kenny has, and I'm pretty sure it can work.
Word.
Gotta get Kenny in the podcast because I feel like that's definitely something he can shed light to.
Yeah, no doubt. So then I woke up and I was like, man, because keep in mind, up until this point, I had zero interest in a relationship, zero. Because why? It's just an additional responsibility. But then, like after that dream, I was like, yo, I literally recorded myself just reciting the shit just so I didn't forget it. Because I was like, yo, how did I just remember the entirety of this dream that I never remember dreams? It would have to be a nightmare for me to remember it.
But the crazy thing about it is, even with my dream about having a child, when I was younger, I said that I didn't want to have children. And like as time has progressed, I've eased up on it. But now after that dream, it's kind of like, nah, like that is kind of like the next step. So like having that euphoric moment of like, like this would actually be amazing if I could have a child. To the point where even when I started to like give up, like on the, not give up, but kind of be a bit more lenient on the idea of having a child, I always thought like it has to be like a boy, like it has to be a boy, it has to be a boy. But in my dream, I had a daughter, and I was like, oh no, I think I probably wouldn't care which way it was, but like, yo, that's fucking dope if it's a child, if it's a girl. Like now it's just like hitting me like, oh my fucking God, that's crazy as hell.
Huh. It's so interesting how you could feel a new experience in a virtual world. It's new. Like I've never felt that in my life. Like I've liked somebody, you know, I felt comfortable around some people, like, but it's like it never felt like, yo, it was almost as if we were the same person. That's what it felt like. Like you didn't have to say shit. We know what the business is. Period. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt weird to have somebody that was like 1,000,000% down for me. And in the dream, I never understood why we weren't together. Because I was like, yeah, how could you feel those things? You guys aren't together. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. True.
Anyway, so yeah, I just had all those experiences for the first time in a virtual fucking world.
Yeah, that should be scary though. It'd be scary when you wake up and you're like, yo, what the fuck? And like the fact that you remember it, that's even crazier. The fact that you actually took the time out to record it is like,
yeah,
that's really
because I already knew I was gonna forget the shit in like 3 months. So I was like, I might as well record that.
How
shit.
long ago was this though?
Like it was like 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
So we're almost a month in and you still remember that?
Yeah. It was, man.
And you know what's so crazy? That even my dream was like a while ago. Maybe, I mean, not like a while, but it was definitely longer than a month ago. And not only do I remember the dream, like I remember like the feeling of like that moment.
Yeah, me too.
That's the crazy part.
And in my dream, I was surrounded by, the only friend I remember there was Waleed, but I know there was a whole bunch of faceless friends there. Yeah. So I was like, oh man, my life just feels so full right now because I'm obviously successful as shit. I don't know what was going on in the dream, but I was probably killing it in the dream too.
Oh my God.
You know,
but that wasn't a part of the dream though.
It wasn't.
And that wasn't part of my dream either. I don't know. I could have, not saying that I was, but I could have been working a regular 9-to-5 job and I would not have known what that was. Like that never came up a part of the dream. How much I made, what I was doing. None of that was a part of that dream. It was all family, my wife, and then her being pregnant and then having a child. That was literally my dream. It had nothing to do with how much money I made. It had nothing to do with what I was doing. It was just that.
There has to be some kind of research in like what my mom would tell me that her dreams have meanings and stuff. So when like she has a dream about me, she'll literally call me because she thinks that means something. And I watched a video like a month ago.
I probably need to call my mom and tell her that.
About the dream? Oh, word, yeah. She'd probably find it fascinating.
Yeah. She's probably gonna start crying though. So
what if the dreams that you had were actually accurate though? Like
deja vu, right?
Yeah, but because you've never, like, how could the first time you experience it? Well, I guess that's the same. Just because it's not real, if you still experienced it. Like if I'm on, maybe drugs is different because your mind is being altered. So when you actually have a child at some point, reflect on the feeling you had in that dream.
I don't think I'll ever forget that dream in that moment of me waking up in tears. I don't think I'll ever forget that moment.
That's wild. So yeah, now I kind of I'm open to a relationship now, man. But not with anybody though. I'm not gonna lie to you. You kind of had to be.
Oh yeah, no.
You had to be up there with me. Like, come on. Just in terms of your energy, like you can't be moving like a. Nah, you gotta come.
Wait, before we go, speaking of like relationships, have you been hip to the whole new wave of? Because like B Simone has said this shit about like if I'm in a relationship with somebody, it gotta be like he can't be working a 9-to-5. He has to be a CEO or something, and this is just how I feel. And somebody actually told me to talk about this on the podcast as well, and she was just telling people that like. He has to be, be his own thing because he doesn't understand my lifestyle type of thing. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it up or not, but yeah.
What's it called? B
You
Simone.
go on Twitter. Just go on Twitter and type in Nick Cannon B Simone. You might even just type in B Simone. And then go to video. Oh, that's already. Yeah, that's it.
Hi.
All right, I'm gonna let this play.
He can't have a 9-to-5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like he can't
like
clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn, B
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at
Yeah, was
3
that the
a.m.
same chick that was in the Find My Way, the baby video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I felt like I remember her somewhere.
damn, you making
And
this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You
all right.
know, he has to be an entrepreneur.
A business owner. He getting one of them
Yes.
stimulus packages from Donald Trump. One of them.
I ain't get one of those. You
small
supposed to get one of
business
those?
I ain't get one of those either.
That's tough.
loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
Or moving into that direction.
Yeah. All right.
He can't.
Okay, so what do you think about that?
It's weird. I think as a man, you're a bit more acceptance of what you expect out of your wife when it comes to like what they do with their money and stuff like that, or how they get their money. How about that? Because I don't think I would really. I don't really think I would care that much if she whatever she did. I think it would probably be a bit more easier for her to understand me if she was hustling, had her own thing, entrepreneur, XYZ. But I kind of feel like I don't really care that much. But I feel like that's a man thing to not really care that much, because as a man, you're being raised to be the provider anyway. So regardless if she understands or she's capable of doing it, you're just being raised to go get your own money and make the money that you need to make to provide for your family regardless.
No, she wasn't wilding though.
No, she was not wild.
There's people
I think
that
a lot of people took that the wrong way. I don't think she was saying nothing that was completely crazy.
Now in this situation, I don't think she's talking about hypergamy. It might be slightly influenced by that.
No.
But I think the concept that she's referring to is called understanding. Now there's times where I thought like, man, I want to date like a YouTuber. Or I want to date like, there's someone who's hustling, doing their own entrepreneurship thing, because I feel like we could relate to each other and understand each other.
Yeah.
I would never exclude a huge majority of people, because that narrows your fucking pool down. Unless you're consistently talking to entrepreneurs, you're not gonna have many fucking options. So I think she just wants to be in a relationship with somebody that understands her. But maybe she just has been in situations where she was fucking with somebody that had a 9-to-5 and he did not get it at all.
But the reason why people was upset with her is because she just started to become popping. Like within the last year and a half is when she started to get popping. Because before then, she was working 9-to-5 jobs. She was homeless. She was homeless, living in a car and stuff like that. So when I say she just started, man, I mean she's been growing and uploading on IG and stuff like that and trying to build something. But just as of late, she has been and so people are just saying like,
I get that,
nigga,
but
you were just fucking doing the same stuff you don't like, and all of a sudden, a nigga can't be doing that.
I'm not even mad at her though. Wouldn't you up your fucking standards if you like you feel like you leveled up? You don't want to level. You want someone that's leveled up with you.
But I don't think that having a necessary. Well, let me say this. As someone who is an entrepreneur, there's plenty of entrepreneurs
That don't understand shit.
who don't understand shit, and B, they live regular jobs. Like they go in at 9, they clock out at 5. Like they actually clock in and out. Like sure, they may do a couple of other things, but like if I own a store, I gotta come in and open and I leave when it closes. So like I'm doing the same thing.
Because the entrepreneurship is like most entrepreneurs are doing like, especially like, so let's say I work at like Honda, right? As a mechanic or whatever. But on the side, I got my own thing going. I'm an entrepreneur. Now, if she thinks that doesn't qualify, then I'd be like, that's kind of fucked up, because he would understand you if that's what she's looking for. Because there's times where I wanted to find someone who understood me. But what I found, Lo, is that there are plenty of people that could live very different lives than you, but will 100% understand.
Exactly.
You don't have to
Exactly.
You don't have to be a YouTuber for somebody to. I'm talking to some people, right? Like, there's a few women I'm talking right now where it's just, I don't know, very supportive and understanding, but they don't live that life whatsoever.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's all I'm saying. But I understand, bro, if she feels like she's leveling up, I guarantee you she's just upping her standard. Now, to a certain degree, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's her life. She's not imposing that on anybody else. She was just asked her opinion on something, and she's giving it. But at the same time, it would feel like a disservice to herself to exclude a whole category of people based on an assumption that's not accurate.
Because I don't know if it was in there, but like it was a part of that interview where she was saying he's not gonna understand why I'm answering emails at 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that.
Like you can't be employed sending emails.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I think when people think of 9 to 5, they think of just someone who's exclusively just a worker who just comes in and they clock out as if like there aren't other things.
Like
that
retail,
they
must think like sales associate retail. What if he worked for like a sports? Like what if he worked for the Atlanta Hawks, like senior ticket sales? That's technically a 9 to 5.
And he's doing he's still doing a whole bunch of other things. He's still answering text messages and stuff like
He probably
that.
send more emails than you.
So that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand like when she said that. But then also again on the flip side, there's plenty of entrepreneurs. Hell, we know like fucking Davis and Peter. They literally have times where they go to bed. They schedule to when they go to bed. They schedule to when they wake up, and whenever they get done around 5 or 6 and they upload for the rest of the day, they more or less just free and done what they need to do.
Word.
So it's not like every entrepreneur is I'm working around the clock. Like technically you could be doing that, but it ain't like something that's going to get so much out of the way that it makes it unrelatable to someone who has a regular 9 to 5.
I do think though that a lot of women, I don't want to say a lot, I can't speak for others. I know some women just find hustling very attractive.
Yeah.
Like if you can get to the bag by any means possible, to them that's very attractive. And it could be legally, it could be illegally. It could literally just be like you could have a fucking garage sale where you flip shit. And she'd be like, oh wow, like oh he knows, like okay, all right. Yeah. That's like a she's like, wow, okay, he could do that. Not everyone could do that.
But see, again, I think that's just a gender role, because as a man, I don't really like if you do that, that's a positive, that's a plus, but I don't really care that much to the point where I'm exclusive and I'm excluding a whole portion of women based off of like how you get money, how you make it. Like as long as you make money, you can take care of yourself. That's way more of a concern of mine than how you necessarily getting the money and how you have to be a CEO. Like if you're working 9 to 5 and you making enough money to take care of yourself, that's the standard. And if you do anything less than that, that's what I'm cutting it off at. But I think I agree with you. I think women just find men who are labeled as hustlers way more attractive, even though like a nigga could be having a 9 to 5 and making just as much, if not more.
Yeah. And if your 9 to 5 is commissions, you gotta hustle.
Yeah,
because there's no real yo, bro. If I'm selling used cars, I don't give a fuck. You hustling, man, because you gotta. If you want to be the best at that shit, you can make plenty of money just doing that.
Yeah.
And I understand where she's coming from to a certain extent.
Yeah,
though.
I understand what you. I
would never exclude a group, but I feel her though.
People were like knocking her, and I was like, I understand where she's coming from, but I would never ever knock an entire subsection of that's just. Yeah.
But if she's
and it's a massive subsection.
But think about it. Now she looked like she's pop. I've only ever seen her in a music video, and I guess now this. So if she's as popping as you're saying, then she can have those standards, and it won't matter because she'll still have plenty of people that fit that she could date. So why would she need to open up her horizon if she knows she could just get a high quality guy? Just the exact type of, she could keep up in the standard. She blow up some more, keep up in the standard. Because the people she's fucking with are gonna have high standards too. Most likely, hopefully.
Very, very true.
Anyway, shout out to her, because I guess it's the second time in the last couple of months I've seen her. And I haven't meant to. So I just keep bumping into her somewhere online.
But yeah, I think that's it though. I think we good.
I'll wrap it up then, man.
Yo, shout out to everybody for watching the podcast and listening to the podcast yet again. Every Monday and Thursday. Right? Monday, Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every Monday and Thursday. Sorry for getting this one out a day late, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And again, Spotify, Google Play, Apple, do all your things. 5-star on the Apple, of course. Shout out to my Word of My People again. We in there with Pretty Lust Pink, the queen herself. The queen, Pretty Lust Pink.
Wait, where she live?
In Florida.
Oh. Does that count as the South?
Yeah. What, nigga?
I'm asking. When people say the South, I'm thinking like Atlanta,
I know what you're
Alabama.
I'm low-key just playing. I know what you're talking about. And technically, yeah, but Florida's kind of like its own thing. Because when you're right, when we say the South, I'm thinking like South Carolina, Alabama, Atlanta, Mississippi, New Orleans, Texas. That's what I be thinking.
Me too. Okay.
Yeah. But technically speaking, Florida is. But it has its own vibe, largely because of immigrants and with Cubans and stuff like that. So that's a huge reason why. But nevertheless, though, shout out to the queen. You know what I'm saying? Man. Don't make me act up on this pod, bro. She was playing with me for a second. I had to let her know in the DM. I was like, don't play with me. I'm dead ass serious and shit I be saying. You see, I be getting up in the morning, man, early cooking for you and shit like that. Nothing but love, respect, honor, admiration for you. You know what I'm saying? Right?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't.
But again, shout out to the word of my people. Know the gang out there is course. We got anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Nah, that's it, man. Yeah, we're back on track with these podcasts. I had the most busiest month of my life by a large margin. It's finally over. All I'm doing today, hopefully record a video, stream with the Raptors Uprising, and I'm chilling.
Facts.
Big chilling.
So we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.